Imagine what we can do if we all rally to get this done. Many of you know that we have had successfully taken the first step in adding the additional 9 bedrooms we desperately need by purchasing 141 South Lake Avenue, the house right next door to the first house. Diane and Jerry Abdelnour played an extremely important role in the purchase. They gathered their family, their friends, business contacts, including numerous McDonald's owner-operators, rallied First Niagara Bank, and purchased the property. They invested significant time and also the resources to ready the property for renovation while we finalized our expansion plan. We are now ready to turn 141 South Lake into a Ronald McDonald house. We have a video that we would like to share with you right now that tells their story.
Jerry and Diane Abdelnour have been a part of the Ronald McDonald House of Albany's family from the very beginning. It's a commitment that began in a most unusual way.
At that time, we were a small company working for local McDonald's, and so one of the operators hooked me up with that because they were having problems with the pinball machine, and she said, could you come over and just look at it? They had a ball stuck at the top of the machine. Couldn't figure out how to get it out of there, shaking the machine. So I took it apart, and from that day on, Debbie called me every time there was some little thing that she couldn't get somebody to come do.
Both Jerry and Diane have been answering the call to help Ronald McDonald House children and their families ever since.
And I don't know how many different words there are for Jerry and Diane to really encompass what they mean and how they feel about that relationship to the house. He doesn't brag, he doesn't talk about it. It's about what do we need to do to help that next family, the family today. It's almost personal for them to make a family that's not in good shape be in better shape.
As their company grew and expanded, so did their commitment not only to the Ronald McDonald House of Albany, but also to the houses in the other states in which they do business in. Together, Diane and Jerry founded Building on Love, a charity devoted to providing direct support to families staying at Ronald McDonald houses who find themselves in need of financial support as a result of caring for a seriously ill child.
We had some changes in business, and we saw an influx in money. Instead of touching that money, we decided that, you know what, we would make a 3-year commitment, funnel that money directly into starting Building on Love. If you're a family who has been here at this house, say, for 6 months, you may be behind in your mortgage. We have a $2,000 limit, so it's short-term problems, car problems, financial problems.
But the love and support Jerry and Diane give to families goes far, far beyond their financial support. Their commitment is hands-on and personal. When Jerry met 16-year-old Erica Bell, a cancer patient at Albany Med, he invited her and her family to join him and Diane for a weekend in Boston that included some very special memories.
When I came to the hospital, we were talking, and I said, you know, I run the Boston Marathon every year. I think if we can get you out of this hospital and into a wheelchair, you could roll that last mile with me. And so we got her out there for the whole weekend. We did a bunch of stuff in town, and then they took him to the baseball game. The Red Sox actually were great to him.
We left there and met him at the 1-mile marker, and he rolled Erica the last mile. We wore the tires right off the wheelchair.
And she had a great time crossing that finish line.
The story of the Ronald McDonald House is a story of amazingly generous, caring, and loving people like the Abdelnours.
Let's welcome Diane and Jerry Abdelnour. Joining the Abdelnours on the stage is Marina Onderdonk-Milne, who happens to be a past guest of the Ronald McDonald House and a very good friend of Ronald McDonald.